It is Friday, July 10th, and I am going up to Glen Lake. This is a hike I haven't done in I think over a decade. This is a high elevation hike with a starting altitude of just over 6,600 feet. Currently, the temperature is a comfortable 63 degrees, but it is anticipated to be a high of 90 by the end of the day. On July 24th, 2006, a fire started in the Gash Creek area, just south of here. It burned more than 8,000 acres, and its aftermath is still evident today. Recovery is still in progress almost 2 decades later. See, we got some snow on the peaks over there still, despite the warmth. If you look up here, we're coming up on a grove of bear grass. Definitely a lot of wildflowers still up here. I'm definitely not an expert, but I've heard that some years for bear grass blooms are better than others. I feel like this is a really good year. You can appreciate the elevation we're at just by looking down toward the valley. Despite starting off at such a high elevation, there is still climbing to be done. Still a lot of dead trees among the new growth up here. I'm also testing out some new equipment on this trip that I hope is going to improve the quality of my videos moving forward. I purchased the Gopro Wireless Mic kit, and I'm currently using it. I have it mounted right here. I've never used a wireless mic setup before, so I'm hoping this gives a good result. The other benefit is it has good distance and range, so you should be able to hear me pretty clearly despite the camera being a ways away. There's not a whole lot of reviews or information out as it's new, but from what I've seen so far, it has pretty good results. While it is an incredibly beautiful day, I am not looking forward to the hike out of here with this sun. I've definitely lost most of the shade I started out with. Coming through some more bear grass. And it is all over the place up here. I definitely remember this first part being a steady climb, but I feel like it levels off once I get over this first ridge here. I'm going to take a moment to enjoy this temporary shade, a little bit of water before heading back up this mountain here. It's not necessarily a long hike. I think it's just under 3 miles to the lake and back. I encounter these on most of my hikes, but I have reached the Selway Bitterroot Wilderness boundary. All right, I'm gonna go off the trail for just a little bit because I gotta come over here and make my mom proud and climb this rock. Great views from up here though. You know, I say I climb these rocks to make mom proud, and that's because mom loves to climb on all rocks. You can't get her past somewhere where she's trying to be some kind of mountain climber. And, you know, she inspires me. So if she were here, she would not only climb this rock, but she'd also want to climb that one. And then we'd have to walk over and climb that one. Very ambitious that woman is. It's where I get my spirit of adventure from. I'm gonna come down a different way on this rock. Seems easy enough, perhaps. At least if not, I'll catch it on film. Easy peasy. And as we come around here on this part, we get a great view of those mountains over there. Yeah, this is spectacular scenery to behold in person. Very lucky to live here. Flowers are a lot more prevalent here. Yeah, there's still quite a bit of evidence of the burn that came through here. Some people might have the opinion that it makes the landscape ugly. In my opinion, there's beauty to be found everywhere. And while the landscape may be different, it's still beautiful. At the risk of repeating myself, the bear grass growth up here is spectacular. So I hope the audio is coming through. The good thing is, if not, the GoPro with the wireless mic set records 2 tracks, one from the camera and one from the microphone. Yeah, that is a gorgeous backdrop. So I've been using the Mission 1 across a few hikes now, and so far I'm really impressed with the camera. But the motivation for me to buy the mics was because the audio, especially using their preset settings, which they've had wind reduction for a few generations, but the transition between the camera mics as you're going through, especially by water, is pretty severe. And I feel like it's detecting its wind noise when it's not. And so it switches mics, but that transition is very harsh. Not to say that this waterfall is elusive or hard to find. I've just never made the effort. And because of that, it makes some of the audio and the clips I filmed unusable. So we came over that little ridge line there. We're coming up this side, getting good views down into the Bitterroot Valley. And we are still climbing. All right, so it would appear we've reached our fork in the road. I'm gonna go this way, up that trail, since I've never been. And we should return on this trail. It's an adventure. This indeed is a steady uphill climb. One thing I do think the mic is going to pick up is my heavy breathing. So down here on this side, in that valley, that is Big Creek. I've hiked a little bit on that trail a few weeks ago. We are definitely still going up. Getting back to the camera, the image quality, it's fantastic, and there is definitely a significant increase in battery life with the Enduro 2 battery. I can definitely appreciate both of those attributes. Overall, I don't think it was a bad purchase at all. It's a solid camera, and I'm still very impressed with it. That view behind me is spectacular. I want to say the last time I hiked this hike was around 2015. So I had made a comment about it snowing. It's July 3rd and it's snowing. It was overcast and a little cooler, but at this elevation, anything can happen. So I am coming up on a lake, and this isn't Glen Lake, this is just above Glen Lake. I checked on X and it didn't have a name, at least through that app. But this will be the first time I've checked this out, because usually I take the lower trail, go to Glen Lake, and turn around. And you can see the lake right there through the trees. You can see we still have snow at this elevation. Right there on the other side of the lake. So the trade-off for being around this lake is it is swarming with mosquitoes. Yeah, they're pretty bad. I'm gonna come up here and check this little spot out. It is beautiful up here though. Quiet, peaceful, serene. So we started this at just over 6,600 feet. We were at 7,830 feet at this point. So did quite a bit of climbing. Let's go check the rest of this out. So I know better than to try to walk across this snow, but I'm going to give you the reason why. I don't think that would hold my weight. I believe that over there is a marmot. All right, I have fed enough of the mosquitoes up here at this lake. I'm gonna make my way down to Glen Lake. Glen Lake is just down there. This is actually a great opportunity to test how the wireless mic works. I've got the rustling creek there in the background, and I'm walking forward here, so we'll see what kind of audio quality we can get. We're almost down to Glen Lake at this point. Just a little further to go. And here we are at Glen Lake. I think I'm gonna find myself a nice spot in the shade and grab a snack before I hike out of here. So I happened to be walking around the lake and discovered this shelter. Pretty interesting. Let's see what I got. The always delicious honey stinger. My new favorite hiking food. All right, I'm gonna make my way back toward the trailhead, but not before I check out this view up here.
I got my myself so high. Feet on the ground, but I still get by. Rules were made for someone else to try, but not me, not me.